What's up, everyone? We are live. It is Wednesday, the 6th of September, and we are rocking and rolling. And I am totally playing a random deck. So, give me 1 second here. Just trying to fix it. Come on. Spring to mind. There it is. Good stuff. Doo-doo. Alright, much better. Much better. Alright, now I just gotta fix the land base a little bit. Because I need blue. Blue. Alright, you know what? Let's put in a Sheffield Dudes. We'll put one of you. We can cut you. Go to 25 lands. Boop, boop. And I will cut a U. A U. And go like that. Alright, so we got plenty of that for our... Yep, Alright, I'm liking this. And... done. Alright. So, what do we got going on tonight? Well, we have the recap. We have a very relaxed deck tonight. And we're having some fun. So, while I'm here, I'm going to hold this up and say it is a relaxed night. Nice hard cider. There we go. And we are going to rock and roll. Alright, so, I mean, we have the pricey hand right now. So I am going to say we keep it and see what happens. Because if it's red and we get one fog next, like, 3 turns... which it looks like it's red, so. And there's our fog. So that should get us up to descend mana. We can descend upon our opponent. Oh, rampant red. But you're not playing creatures. Which is great for us. We got a bazillion card draw spells, too. No, we're cycling green, so... Are we, like, red-green ramp? If we are, this is a bad hand. Let's see, if they put a ramp spell down... Yep. Alright, so... bad hand for us. But we can cycle the haze. And we can talk about DC. So once y'all get in here. And then we'll have story time. Because we all love story time. They're on just 5 mana. We haven't done anything yet. Ooh, we got an approach. Yes. And an hour promise. So we are going to go... Nope. Alright, so we're on approach mana now. Next turn. We are just, like I say, tonight is a relaxed night. It's not caring about win-loss. Whatever, it is what it is. Chandra, that's pain. Kind of probably should have kept that haze. 4-turn clock. Good news is we're going to get some 2/2s here in a second, so... yep. Boop. Nope. Boop. We'll get you and you. And now we're at 7, so we can approach. Alright, so we block and we block. No damage done. Yeah, World Breaker. That's fine. I have number 7 in hand. Go to 21. Now we just need to get up and running. Let me just make sure I'm on my right mic source. Oh, no, we need to be on the right one. Alright, now we're better. Mic source, check. Yeah. That's fine. All right. Yeah, our opponent's just going Ramp City. But they don't have a colorless source to sack. So we can just fumigate. You know what? Let's rock that. Alright, so... because the one life does not matter. We basically need a card draw spell. Because here comes Ulamog. Sure. This is where we'd love to have like Lost Legacy or Gideon's Intervention. But we're just going to race the Ulamog deck. Come on, alright. Well, we're dead. No card draw. Alright. Now, this is where we go. Bring in those. We cut 6. And then we're going to run it like that. With multiple win cons. And go from there. Alright, well, we got a ramp spell. We got a haze. We'll keep. And a fumigate. So we'll probably go after our other blue source here. Yeah, because now we got Breaker. Alright, so we got 4 mana. That's 5. Now we're on 6. Blue. So play the Shafet. probably get a white source. I mean, because we'll be on 5, 6 mana. Alright, so let's get a green source. Green source. Next, we can ramp in. Well, we've ramped basically successfully into Worldbreaker. Double Mind, which is great after the Breaker. Alright, so we got 6. Boop. Now we can mind and then mind. Basically, we just, against ramp, setting them back a land, we're all already ahead. That's fine. Depending on what we draw. Alright, so let's Fortified Village. No reveal. Swing. Yeah, we can get a breaker back. But no, it's not worth giving them all sorts of clues. Locust God. Interesting. Did not see that coming into this matchup. Yep, they're going to get a insect. So we got 7 mana. Boop. Let's draw 2. Let's cast that. No damage. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So an untapped is 10. What are you naming? Because I have Approach. I have World Breaker. Alright, so we got that. They didn't take our... 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boop. Do do do. Ya da da da. Nope. Here comes Ulamog. Can't take me off Approach mana. And I cycle 4 deeper. Okay, Breaker's fine. I have an untapped source, so this is actually super fine. Three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are just... Did they go for what I thought they did? Yeah. Kozilek. Sure. So that leaves one open. It's not like it's a big deal, so we'll just do this. And we'll do that. And then we're just going to go after your lands. Because I could care less about everything else. What's up, Billy? What's up, Lunaria? Nothing. I was waiting for you all to come in so we could have chats. Basically, it's just we're going to have story time. AKA the DC recap. I have my bev of choice. Yeah, something like that. I'm approaching and I'm having Ramp and Ulamog all in the same deck. I mean, what else fun could there be? They have an Ulamog. Does Mono Black have enchantment removal? The answer is yes. I don't remember what though, Lunaria. So, DC, shall we chat? It ended up being a really good time and lots of fun. And I'm really going to do some dirty things here. Let's gain some life. You can So, DC. Lots of fun. First off, venue was very nice. And it really was a good time. We had a lot of fun, and it was just all in all a great showing for us. I mean, we have stories, so I will go through the weekend. I went 5-4. I had a win in at 5-3. Lost my first. So my opponent, yeah. Um, so I won my first, or I lost my first round, won my second, and lost the next two, which basically put me at cut right away. So basically, I had to win out, and I did a nice four heater. Like, we ripped through the wins, got there. Um, then we ran into the issue of basically our deck was probably like the one I was running, which is Sultai Value Town, was running like a 45-55 against red, 40-60 in that range. Like we were. Am I gonna miss Eldrazi when they rotate? Yeah, a little bit. Like I mean, just a tad. Not a much, but I mean they were fun. Can't keep this. So, with the Sultai Valley Town deck, it was really good. Not gonna lie, it was a super solid deck for the weekend. Had phenomenal matchups against Teamer and like zombies and all that. So, its ramp matchup was not bad at all either. So, all in all, like I say, I was very happy with the deck. Um, just my round 9 opponent was on mono red, and I was praying to God that they slipped once, and we were good. But they did not. They hit all their land drops. They hit all their curve. I took them to 3 games. The field was pretty wide open. There was a lot. A lot of different decks. We saw everything from Blue White Approach to I ran into like a Grixis Control Shell once. I trucked it, but I ran into it. It was running Scorpion God, if I remember correctly. The approach was more at the. I hate to say it was more at the back end. It really didn't win out too much. So, it was like I say, we saw it. I did see a lot of it. One of the opponents I was sitting next to at one point was running Mill. But everyone had a big target on red. Any deck that was brought to that tournament was we're running against red. And that was our goal. So it was like a weird build of Grixis. Like they had no way to interact with my graveyard. And then they brought in Crook in the second game, and that really didn't help them. Because I dumped a few things that got them scared into my graveyard, and they just automatically cracked Crook. So it was more of a blue white was the king of all the control decks that weekend. So we saw some red. So the level was really weird. Like it was either super high end, really good players, or we had like just budding FNMers. Like it was in that like weird. It was in that weird. New tech intel, not really. Stuff that I kind of expected to come. So basically, we saw a lot of rotation-proof decks. So I could definitely tell you I'm playing dinosaurs. It's happening as quickly as possible. I think dinosaurs are going to be super strong. And I think Naya is going to have a lot of fun. So I very much will be on. So Monday, we're going to have our first stream of Ixalan. And I know both me and Ryan are running. We're going to nationals. We're both heavily looking at dinos right now. Um, so random rant. I want to hear if I hear one more teamer player say they're a genius for adding that god and splashing black. So we can actually have a. I have 4. Why? All right. So. So story time then. I did run into a Teamer Black player. We'll call it Teamer Black. And their genius got them death. Plain and simple. Third game, playing my opponent. He's hitting his land drops. Problem was, someone was missing his double red source. I trucked him. Like, we're talking not even close. And he gives me this look after I truck him, game 3, and lays down his hand. And all you see is 2 Chandras and a Glorybringer. And literal 0 he can do. And to me, it just was nothing but smiles. So I would call the one I had this weekend a pretty amazing comeback. So a little bit more story time. I was playing against a blue or green black player, just like this, a constrictor player. And I was playing to my outs for game 2 the whole time. They had me at 1 life, and they had this. They had a pretty good sized Sylvan Advocate, So I Noxious the Sylvan Advocate, gain like 5 or 6 life. They swing back at me. I block. Then I play a Liliana, bring back Noxious again. I just slowly ate away at them, going from like 6 life down to 2, 6 life or 7 life to 3. The whole game, I was like teetering, and I was not winning. I had to turn that corner. And finally, I Razakathed and I Ishkana'd into a Razakath and just started grinding them out like straight Value Town. And I ended the game with like 19 life. And they had the opponent literally almost threw his cards at me. And yep, that was the game. We had a very salty opponent that game. I actually was very nice. I said good game at the end. Good games. I mean, they were really good games. I mean, he had me dead multiple times, and I just so happened to make a very good comeback and grind out and keep playing to my outs. I don't scoop that often unless I'm like 100% sure I am deader than dead. There's never going to be a like it's just not happening. But the deck we were playing has a lot of outs. Holy God, lots of fumigates. And we played to our outs, and it was good. It was really good. Like, it just brought me confidence back, Lunaria. Like, it was one of those, like, all right, I'm not a horrible player. Like, you know, I've been playing 20 plus years. I am finally at the point where I can be like, all right, you know, we aren't so bad here. And that was a really good game for me. That was probably one of my best I've had in a long time. We got to talk to and meet a lot of new people, which was awesome. Oh my God, this is going to be, oh God, backbreaking. Oh, this is so sad feeling. Oh, we're just going to do this. Sorry. I'm going to gain 5. Alright, that felt good. It's one of those things when you know, you just know. But playing to the outs and playing to the deck was fantastic. So let's go into real story time with Ryan. Ryan was playing... He was on his Gitrog deck, which was a really solid pick. And Gitrog was really good for him. And we're just going to do this. And he was stacked up really well against red. He didn't run into a lot of it. So in story time here, this is like round 6 or 7. Brian comes over and gets me. This is after my really good green-black game, the one that I was totally drained from, but like the really good comeback game. And he goes, dude, you got to come see what's going on with Ryan's board. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, he's still on game 1. And I look up at the clock, and we're like, 15 minutes left. And I'm like, oh, God. So we walk over, and I see Ryan, and I'm looking at a board state of, like, his Kalitas, which is huge, a bunch of zombies, like Gitrog, just board stall. And I look over at the opponent. I'm like, well, why is Ryan not won yet? And I look over at his opponent, and he's a cats player, like mono cats. But he has an Ajani that's like at 18 loyalty. And to me, I'm sitting there going, well, why isn't he just swordsing Kalitas and just be done? Like, I mean, like, swords it. You know what I mean? But the opponent, not to badmouth the opponent, I would never do that. Just, I don't think the opponent has, I think we're talking about brand new player level. Like, this is first deck type thing. And, just didn't know what the cards did. And it just ground and ground. And Ryan was winning the grind match. Like, the opponent had, I think, all of his creatures, because we watched multiple pluses with Ajani. And literally 0 things were hit. Like, just spells and lands. Like, there was no creatures. We're talking like 6, 8 pluses. So it got to the point where you're like, all right, well, if he swordses or he concedes now, can he take game 2? It's one of those, like, I'm not sure. Oh, he ultied a Johnny, but kept ticking it back up then. And it doesn't win. It didn't win because there's no trample. I mean, Ryan had a bazillion, you know, so it was more or less just like, what do you do? And I felt really bad for Rye, because that's something you just don't want to deal with. And you don't concede because you're like, I am actually winning this because my opponent's not doing things that they should be doing. It was probably one of the most painful games I have ever watched of Magic. Because you're just like, just all the opponent had to do was just swords the Kalitas, and Ryan concedes, even though Ryan's at like 70 life. And I mean, the opponent had some mammoth like double striking the double strike cats and just stuff like that. So So it was one of those, like, you feel bad, but at the same point, you're like, if he had just ulted it, maybe 10. All right, they're going to put me at 3. And there's Ryan. I mean, but we just felt bad. Yeah, no, nothing against it at all. It's just you feel bad because you're like, all you got to do is just swing. I mean, they do. They get attached to their creature and they don't want to lose it in some random fact of way. And it's a new player thing. It definitely is. I mean, a lot of players. I used to do it. And now I look back and I'm like, why would I do that? But you just kind of go, uh huh. So, but it was like I say, it was a lot of fun down there. We got to meet some really cool people, and thanks to our sponsors, they got a lot of people got to see the new the double mat sleeves, and they are really sweet sleeves. They held up super well, and I mean, for a printed sleeve, now I'm saying this, I am really impressed. So, but yeah, I mean, it's one of those like I don't know what my opponent's doing. It was just all in all, like I say, it was a great tournament. Um, the Value Town deck did really well. You guys will probably see its reincarnation of itself on here because we were about 10 cards. I mean, between me and Brian, probably about 10 cards shy of the where the deck should have been for the tournament. So, but like I say, I went 1 and 2 versus red. That was my worst matchup. I know I shouldn't have been doing what I did, but I was helping out a zombies player one of the games because they just did not know, and it was my round 1 match, and they beat me. They didn't know their triggers, they didn't know anything, and we promote friendliness and being just good people all in all. And I know that sometimes doesn't bode well. I got a little fly flying around. To the tournament scene, but I was helping my opponent out, pointing out their triggers, because I mean you're supposed to know your cards, and they didn't. So we try to be as friendly as possible and just be like, here's everything for you. And yeah, there is that Lunaria. I mean, there's people that grab decks and just play them because they may be the best deck. Maybe Tsunami. I can't play everything nice all the time. I figured I'm going to have a nice relaxing stream, so what's more relaxing than just fogging people out and having a field day? Oh, of course there's approach. Is this a pet deck or is this not a pet deck? Ooh. I need a white and I need a blue. I'm out of my bev. That's alright, I got my water. And we're going to take 7. We're going to fumigate, gain 2. So can't. What's up, J-Bob? Boop. That's a bristling Hydra. Good news is I have a haze. Oh, I'm not in a league right now. So this is just me goofing off after DC, relaxing with a deck. Alright, we're going to go looking for some approaches. So we are looking for the approach. That's a snake. Yep. Now we're looking for fumigate. This is completely fine. Alright, well, let's undo one. And bottom, top, I need the green source. Alright. So we will do this. And no damage. Let's cycle. Hey! Yep, we'll just do that. That works. Alright, let's glimmer. Bottom both. We don't need more lands. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so let's do this. And we'll get a blue source. We will be able to snap back and draw 2 more cards. Because I'm pretty sure our opponent is not got much. That's a Bristling Hydra. But yeah, like I say, DC was a lot of fun. If you're coming into the stream for the first time and we hung out at DC or you're an opponent, I loved y'all. You guys were awesome. And yep, there we go. More lands. And I think I fumigate here. Boop boop doop 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 doop. Get some more life. We can draw 2 more cards. An approach would be great. We run 3. Ballista X3. Alright, let's draw some more cards. Gideon's intervention is interesting. Top of a fumigate. So technically I can cast both at this point. So we're only going to get 1 off of this. Yeah, I think we're naming Quag. I think we are naming the Hissing. Quag. And I think we'll fog this turn. And try to get more on the board. This is fine. I have an answer. We have answers. Alright, that works. We'll cast the expensive one. Make them shoot me. Because the fumigate's just better. But we have hissing on lockdown now, so... Plant token. You cannot name a plant. And we'll play a land. I have literally gone through so much card draw. We've seen 11 more cards than my opponent. Try to get one more card out of them. Because right now there's no lethal, there's no... They need to do a lot more to us than we have to worry about. Alright, there's Toot. So that automatically makes things better. We will fog. And we're just really seeing if we can get our opponent to concede without playing anything. Oh, we got a Glimmer. And why would I just do that and that and that? Alright, let's main phase Glimmer. Bottom, top. We will do this. And do that. And do that. And white. Yep. And walking ballista. And now we're going to do this. I swear I have approaches in this deck. My opponent's not happy with how many fumigates I've had. Longtusk Cup. Alright, might as well play the land. Let's draw some cards. And you know what? We'll take the hit. We'll get something out of our opponent. And then we'll descend. Because now Walking Ballista is a dead card. Yep. Makes another plant. 6, 8. And we're going to take 10. Oh, they're not. Okay. Only taking 8. Joke's on you, I got another descend. And a haze. Yes. And one. Alright, there we go. Exile. Not dead yet. We will find it. I think we have most of our land base. We got 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19 out of 26 lands. Yeah, I think we're doing okay. Let's cycle. Because I have another one. Oh. Score. We'll just name Tireless Tracker. Ooh, no. Verdant. Veron. Gearhulk. Boop. So we're going to take 4. I swear we have approaches somewhere. Down to 18 cards. They have to be all... That's fine. You can transgress. There's nothing there. I will take 4. Trust me, if I could play it, I would. Yeah, but the White Hour kills my stuff. Alright, let's cycle. Oh my goodness. We are going to draw them back to back at this point. Alright, we're going to go to 1 because they don't have any direct damage they can do to us. They do. Alright, I will blow it. That's fine. Alright, approach. Hey! Alright, we go back up. Alright, now they are at 7 turns. And I think we've gone through most of our draw cards. Let's see. Oh no, we got one more Glimmer, one more Hieroglyphic, and one more Spring. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so they got 10. They've got the kill spell. They do. We lose. Shib name tracker. It happens. I'd have to look up Troll and play it. So, 5GG. Tap any number of them. Oh. I'm sure we could do something goofy with that. I'm sure many people have done something goofy with that. Sure, why not? I think I gotta cut a land. We're at 26 lands. Nope, no reveal. What's up, Yitza? This is interesting. Hope and Neonate. Now we're gonna get a blue source. All right. I don't care if they counter it. That's fine. So this is a really weird gate deck. Okay. That's fine. I'll just play my Fortified Village then. What's up, Zebra? We are just brewing and talking about DC this last weekend. DC was good. Had a lot of fun down there. Got to meet a lot of pretty awesome people. I'm not sure if I'm in love with the Hope Tech. We will not be, unfortunately. Well, I mean, we're getting to the end where, you know, Moto is fine and stuff, and so we'll be doing some things. I'll do that. Probably should I grab double blue. Or, because I can do double. But, no, it was, like I said, if you want good sleeves to go down. Oh, Ixion looks ridiculous. I can't wait for Monday. I am playing with the Dinobots. Straight up. I am playing with the Dinobots. We're bringing them out. Grimlock, Slag, and friends will be there. Swoop. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, 4 creatures right now. The new dino that brings the hasted buddy looks awesome. So the thing is, there's a lot of really good dinos. Yeah, it's gonna be full Naya. I mean, you have to. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna play like a 2 of the Dino Lord. But there's sure. I'm not actually worried about champion. That is like the one guy I'm not worried about. But yeah, for standard, for it's just gonna be one of those really. We do have a 2 mana mana dork, Dino mana dork that we will be looking at and playing. So, that mana dork is definitely on our list of. Mimic, the 2 mana, the 5 mana, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of that stuff. So, yep. But we definitely, you know, there's going to be a lot of that. I want to try a blue-white approach deck because I am the control player. I think there's a Pirates deck. I mean, we've got Opt, Spell Pierce, and all that stuff. So, Tempo is fully on board now, shall we say. So modern will probably be, if I go to a modern setup, it'll probably be, let's look at my, probably in 2 weeks. So we'll definitely, like I say, if I go to play some modern decks, we're going to Ilfag. And then we'll cycle Hieroglyphic. But yeah, we got a lot to do. So if you guys have user submitted decks you want to see played before rotation, let me know. Do I want to? No, because I'm just going to fumigate. Sphinx Tribal. All right, Yitz. I got one more hope. So we'll do a Sphinx Tribal maybe tomorrow night for y'all. We just gotta eat up their graveyard. They only have 2 more really decent targets to get back. So, I mean, we're going to take a hit. Unless I try the cycle first. They need to dump 2 decent things in their yard. Yeah, Trophy Mage isn't going to do it. Alright, let's... top and top. Oh no, I'm gonna go straight up Sphinx Tribal. Yet, like you're gonna see Sphinx all as much Sphinx I could shove in a deck. That is what will happen. Oh, I don't care. We'll make it work. And it's okay, Lunari. We're across the board. We do standard. We do modern. We love all of our. All right. Well, they got no more hopes. So all good. Like I say, we'll build something. We'll do something. All right. They got another hope in there. Boop. I will try to get a Frank Sandy deck back in here again. Alright, Yitz gave us a deck. We'll make Sphinx. We'll make Sphinx something. Ah, we gotta descend. Nice. Good news is we can approach. And they can't really do much because we do have commencement. So we will approach and then commence on upkeep. Alright, so we will go back to 16. Actually, we can ramp. Just not care and just play approach. That's my general gist of it. Alright, let's get another white source. Yeah, Wheel of Sun and Moon will do that. Alright, before they could do anything, we're just going to go no. Oh, Wheel's fantastic. I remember Wheel was making its rounds for a while. I don't know if our opponent can do much. I mean... Yeah, that's a hope, but I've already done my thing. That's the last hope, because I think there's 3 here. Yeah, there's all 4 there. So... we already... did our thing. Alright, so that's a Weirding Wood. Play that. That's just going to help us draw deeper. And then do this. Do that. Exile everyone. Plenty of creatures we exiled. That feels good. So, I mean, they have things they can do. It's just not a ton. So, we're going to draw 3. All right, we're going to take 8. But draw 3, 4. And we approach a turn ago, so that should be it. Alright, so let's cast. And there's our approach. Yep. And we win. Let's go again. I just like casting approach. Sangar Duck. Let's good luck, have fun, our ducky opponent. We will draw what we want. But yeah, we have a lot of fun to do. I mean, it's good times had by all. All right, come on, Green Source. You're not a Green Source. Alright, well, I mean, that's something. Not what we want yet. Alright, green source. Nissa. It's a weird one. Especially with the waste mana. Alright, let's just hit another mana source. We really need to get there. Oh my goodness. Alright. We're gonna do this. Green. Alright, so we cannot cast that. That is okay with me. Alright, play a land. Let's fumigate. Wait, can I do both? Alright, so 3 mana, 2, that's 4. No. So we have to fumigate. Alright, go up. Next turn, we tracker. Alright, so we just need a white and a blue. And we got zombies. I mean, they can ultimate Chandra. But they only have 2 cards in hand. So that's 5 damage. Alright, so there's Nissa. They're going to draw a bunch. You have to be able to cast 3 spells? Alright, so 3 spells. Alright, that's 1. 2. That's 3. Alright, so they needed 3. Alright, so we're just gonna name, we're just gonna bring in these and these, taking out that and that. You know what? That net. Or we have a Weirding Woods, so we'll keep. We have a green source. So as long as you draw like a land in the next 4 turns, we're on our way. So nope, lots of good stories, lots of fun that happened. Say we gotta get prepped for nationals, which I think is probably, I mean, unless something super broken comes out, is going to be probably on the whole plan of dinoing people, and Grimlock will be the key piece to that. So we're just gonna name Chandra. So can't cast her. Alright, well, I mean, we're pretty much... Are they got a red source, so yeah, we're gonna name Chandra. There's the red source. I'm fine with Tracker. If we draw land in the next few turns, Tracker's handled. Alright, there's our land. It's going to come into play tapped. So we are going to go white, white. And name Chandra Torch. No, you cannot play that. Alright, so we got 2, we got 5 now. I'm more apt to want to draw cards first. Thought Knot's going to be a bit of a pain. But if they don't take the Fumigate, I get to do other things. So... They take the Fumigate. So good news is we have about 13 other ways to get rid of creatures. Alright, so let's Hour. Alright, so we'll get a Shrine. And... that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got 6. As long as we get 7, we got 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it would be 10. And then we just win. That's fine. Alright, so we didn't draw. The clue crack does kill us because we can't do what we want to do, so we're going to have to go for we needed a land, and it's just not going to happen. That sucks. That happens. Ah. Yeah. Good night, though. It's been a good night. Why is it all sorts of out of whack? This is fine. This is mono red. We kept a real good hand. No reveal. No reveal. No, this is going to be blue-red control, so this is kind of worse. Like, pretty horribly bad. Now, good news is we can cycle every haze here. This is blue-red tempo? So I'm not wanting to run my Weirding Wood out there yet, so we're just going to do that. And we'll just cycle a haze. This may be the Enigma Drake build. No, this is a Hazoret build. I'm going to cycle one. I'm just going to do this. Normally I'd go after the double blue here, but with the Weirding Wood, I am going to go after the green because we would like to be able to cast Weirding Wood. All right. And it's super weird. So I'm going to do this. I mean, they can counterspell it, I guess. But we can crack the clue. Alright, we got 4 mana coming. Second Hazoret. He's legendary. Or she's legendary, so, yup. Alright. I'm just gonna crack my clue really quick. Yeah, we got card draw. Play a land. So let's cast this. All right, next turn we can hour. And then we're gonna get a lot of card draw and stuff. So I mean, our opponent's got 5 cards in hand. All right, so this is like a prowess deck. All right. I mean, I'll take one. Our goal is to find a descent at this point. Alright, so we'll play that. No reveal. We'll do this. And do that. And we got some zombies. That's fine. And we're gonna unsummon things here. We are A-okay with this. Built to smash. That backfired. I mean, sure. You got it. Now there's the I mean, I guess I'll just do this. Yep. I can pay for a sensor. Yep. I take 0 damage. Ooh. Alright, let's see what we got. You and you and you and you and you. I go back up. All right, here comes a we're tapping. Yep, I'm totally okay with this. And we'll cycle. We'll throw it here. We got a lot of card draw. We got stuff to do. Here comes 3 more mana. What are we doing? Are we discarding? I feel like we're discarding to Hazoret. I feel like we need to start discarding here like 4 turns ago. Because I had my win. 3 away? Let's see, I've drawn 2. It's 6 down. So 4 away. Yeah, here comes. That's an Essence Scatter. Yeah, there's 0 creatures in this deck. Yep, I'll take an ouchie. Alright, ready? Blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll crack the clue. And we'll cycle you. And there it is. I'll play that. I'll go wee. You, and you. I have cast that spell. Alright. So they saw 0 creatures, but I don't think they could side that much in and out. So we could really mess with our opponent. And win through Ulamog. Or we can Gideon's Intervention them and name things that should be in there. So, like, I don't know which way I want to go with this. I think our deck's set up pretty good against them. Because Authority's not going to be good because we're not playing a ton of creatures. Jadi's fine. Our opponent's talking. I don't know what they're saying, but I'm just going to good luck have fun them. We have to mulligan this. We'll keep this. And put that on top. Alright, so as long as we get a blue source with Spring, we're okay. We do have a Fumigate. Here comes the Shocks. Yeah, nothing's still happening. Oh, we'll play that. Now we don't have to take an ouchie. Still gonna get a blue source here. Nice. They oh, we got an approach. Let's see if they counter this with a sensor. Nope. I'm gonna get a blue source. Alright, we're at Fumigate Mana. And we're at Hieroglyphic Illumination. Hazoret. Yup, Hazoret can attack. Things I am not worried about in this deck. Hazoret. Alright, I mean, we're just gonna Illumination. That's fine. That's an hour promise. Fantastic. Alright. Haze an hour. Alright, so we draw land an hour. We can approach. I'm trying to figure out what my opponent's deck's doing, I guess. But Fog, I guess, is really good against it. You know what I have to build? I think it was Tsunami that made it. It was Here, Hold My Boat. I think we need to make a Here, Hold My Boat deck. Alright, so we got a land. I'm just gonna go out there and we're gonna make some friends and stuff. And we're gonna get that and that. And yep. Because if we can block Hazoret with one of them, we are in great shape. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So we need to draw mana off the top. Alright, so we're going to discard something. Alright. Hazoret can swing. Karate Chop. I block. Alright, so I think we're just gonna have to do this, holding up una mana. And pass turn. Alright, so our opponent has to do something. They're going to shock. Okay. Hazoret can swing. We're going to take an ouchie here. Good news on the deserts here. They're really useless to us. So I have 5 mana. I don't want to mix it up too much, so let's just boop that down. So the plan will be to draw 2 with that. Unless we have to haze. Because I think we can go to 9 safely here. Yep, we can go to 9. Alright, let's aftermath. Awesome. Awesome. Alright, so we can win next round or next turn. Yep, they're going to give us an ouchie. Yep, and we're down to 7. I have fog for days. Alright, so we're going to go. Nope. That's cute. So, yep. Mm-hmm. Should I get the GGs here? I think. Because I can crack the clue. Glimmer gives me 4 looks. That's 5. Yeah. I think we're good. I think we are good. Yeah, and my opponent is doing something. Alright. So I think we are good. I don't know what my opponent's doing. And we'll just ask them if they're there. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we're going to crack the clue. And then and we're Glimmer. And bottom and top. play the land. We'll do that. Leaving open 4 mana. If they have a negate, they have a negate. But we got there. Alright. So, the deck for the night. I made a ramp deck that only wins by approach. Are we surprised? There's 8 fogs and ramp and fumigates and descends and card draw. It was fun. The sideboard, we actually could play a real ramp game. We have Gideon's Intervention for problem cards like Planeswalkers, Authority, and Jotty for the red matchup. So, the deck was a lot of fun. We drew a lot of cards. We cast a lot of approaches tonight. Well, if we're afraid of a Lost Legacy matchup yet, that's when you bring in your other win cons. And it did show up. And they approached. And then they saw Ulamog. And then they scooped. So, I would probably cut a land. We were at 26 lands. Lands could use a little work. But other than that, I thought the deck was super fun. I do like casting approach. And approaching opponents is what we do best. So, tomorrow night, we'll be doing something. Maybe a Tribal Sphinx deck? Maybe a rehash if Brian wants to join us for what we played down in DC, which would be a Sultai Reanimator, Sultai Value Town deck. So I will talk to Brian and see what his thoughts and whatnot are. But other than that, everyone, thank you for coming out. As always, if you like what you heard, hit that follow button, hit that sub button. We are back in business. I know we took some time off because of DC and all that stuff, but we are back. And we are rocking and rolling. And there's a lot to do. And we have Ixalan starting Monday. So, thank you everyone so much. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Bye, all.